In our continuing and never-ending pursuit to grow better every day, we often encounter stories that transcend the usual narrative of achievement and perseverance. The story of Katie Ortman is one such extraordinary tale, embodying a profound lesson for all of us here this morning. Katie's life was turned upside down in 2014 when she was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, ocular melanoma. The doctors gave her 16 months to live. Her father, who was a physician himself, scoured the medical world for a lifeline. He found a clinical trial in New York that had a slim chance of possibly saving her life. Katie flew to New York a few days after Christmas to see if she would qualify for the trial. As she endured a series of different tests, she found herself missing her mom, who passed away from pancreatic cancer herself when Katie was just a teenager. Katie said, "My mom was my biggest fan. She could take one look at me and she could tell what kind of mood I was in or what was wrong. I both loved her and hated that about her. If she could see something was wrong or I was having a bad day, she would say, 'I think you need an energy hug.' And her mom would squeeze her extra tight and hold on extra long." Fast forward back to 2014. Katie has been sent all over Midtown Manhattan getting eye exams, blood work, scans, EKGs, and echocardiograms, now waiting for her meeting with the doctor to find out if she was eligible for this potentially life-saving treatment. Katie, now 32 years old, frightened and sitting alone in the waiting room of that cold hospital, was desperate for one of the energy hugs from her mom. Katie looked across the waiting room and sees a girl about her age. She has her head lying in the lap of her mom. The mom is stroking her hair and pushing it behind her ears. This simple, tender moment was a stark reminder of what Katie missed the most: her mom's comforting presence. She was missing her own mom and those energy hugs that she'd given her to make her feel that everything was going to be okay. A nurse walks in and calls out a name. The woman lifts her head from her mom's lap as Katie's eyes follow her down the hall as she enters the echocardiogram. When Katie turns her head back around, the girl's mom is standing right in front of her. She says to Katie, "You look like you could use a mom hug." Katie immediately started crying and desperately nodded her head. The mom wrapped her arms around Katie and squeezed her extra tight and held on extra long. Katie could feel her mom hugging her. This embrace was more than a physical gesture. It was a transfer of strength, a transfer of love and understanding, bridging the gap left by Katie's mother. Katie learned that the mom's daughter was 29 years old, just a few years younger than Katie. She had been diagnosed with lymphoma and was an attorney in Manhattan and was newly engaged like Katie. This chance encounter was a pivotal moment for Katie. It was one of those moments in life when someone showed up and gave you something you needed right when you needed it most. A reminder that, even in the darkest times, kindness and compassion can shine through. Now, fast forward to the summer of 2023, Katie celebrated a monumental milestone: 2 years of being cancer-free. Katie's story is a powerful reminder for all of us. It urges us to reach out more often to those special people in our lives to bridge the gaps created by time and circumstance. It's an invitation to express our gratitude, love, and appreciation for life's unpredictable, and these moments are precious. All of us have a special person in our lives whom we've been meaning to reach out to and recognize, but for whatever reason, we haven't yet. Well, now's your chance. Please use today's session and Katie's story as an excuse to reach out to that person and tell them how much they mean to you. And I know you will be glad you did. So tell us categorically who that will be in the comments below. And please share this important story of human connection with all those that you'd like to personally influence today. Hey,